Welcome to Star Citizen. How to fight against NPCs, perhaps more specifically in bunkers. There is a certain rhythm in most games that NPCs take. It's no different here. To give somewhat of an unfair advantage, I picked up a bounty mission to kill a hostile NPC in this bunker, but I'm also gonna eliminate all the other hostile NPCs. For my weapons, I picked of course the arc-light pistol and P4AR, just to be in the middle there. I didn't want to take weapons that were too strong or had relatively big magazines. Now, first things first, you want to head towards the main area. This is where you can make your stand. This is a safe place and you can actually stay in cover here for quite a while. There are covers on both sides of this hallway and you should use them as much as you can. Of course, with bigger magazines, stronger weapons, I could play a lot more aggressively and just perhaps even rush through it. But with this standard loadout, we should start with defensive play. Now I'm gonna eliminate the target, but there are a lot more hostiles here. We're gonna clear them all. I got 1/3 of my magazine remaining and I'm gonna try and use it to kill one more guy. Now there is one more bullet in my gun, but we're gonna need to reload it so I wouldn't end up in a scenario where we have to reload and might take damage. This is perhaps one of the more important things when you're clearing a bunker. You want to have one of your weapons ready at all times and you should try to move a bit less between the covers as I'm doing. Now, when I'm reloading, I will take cover, because you never know when an NPC spots you and from where he shoots. Their aim can be ridiculous. It can be off quite a bit, or it can be really well on point. Now, I'm trying to burn them down as much as I can, and I even took some damage there. You don't really want to stay behind a cover that has holes in it, like the one in front of me to the left. And when you start receiving damage, definitely try to duck down as I did. That's why you're also behind the cover. So you're poking out, ducking the moment you receive damage or the moment you hear shots going off, and in the long run, it can save you from a lot of frustration of running back into the bunker. Now, it is also quite vital to have medical tools or med pens with you. They can save you from these bad scenarios as I had right here. You might be bleeding out, you may have received too much damage, or even actually if you receive little damage, it is highly suggested that you use your medical tools. That is because if an NPC should get a drop on you, you might receive tremendous amount of damage, and having even a little bit of health can help you. So before we move on, I'm gonna clear the left side, which I did right here, right now. I'm gonna go back and we're gonna clear the right side. We're gonna make sure there is nobody there. We want to make sure that everything is clear here, and one guy came from there right away. We basically want to make sure that everything would be clear. So if you would move on, there should be no one left behind you. If you don't clear them out and there should be somebody left behind you, you may be in a heap of trouble when you move deeper into the bunker. This has not guaranteed me that everything behind me is 100% safe, but I did spot that one guy that ran back there, so it's likelier that I have cleared them all, and also I shouldn't forget to reload. I don't really want to move around with having just 8 bullets in my magazine, especially when I'm going deeper. If I should drop on to 2 guys, it might be trouble. So first things first, I moved left because it's easier to clear from this side onward. I'm gonna start moving towards the left. I'm gonna start clearing all around the left. I'm taking slightly cover and making sure no nooks and crannies are filled with hostiles. When I move from cover to cover, I want to be as fast as possible, so I'm sprinting. But usually if you're just opening a corner, you don't really need to rush as much as I do. And when you want to loot something like I am doing, just make sure you are behind the cover, or at least everything behind you should be clear. Now, if you're certain that you've cleared the bunker, that might be the best scenario when you want to go looting, but I just checked for the magazines and everything else that I may find to be useful. I'm not certain if I cleared all the hostiles, but I'm still gonna be very alert while I'm looking around and haven't cleared out all of this place. Now, there should be one more area basically where there might be hostiles. Don't forget to check your corners, you never know what you may find. These nine-tailed coons are often behind cover, so I'm kind of checking all the places. I know where they usually hide, behind this place or occasionally even behind here, but you never know. On the right is also a possible option. They might be behind tables, covers, but it seems that we cleared out most of them. Now, I usually don't like meleeing unless it's the last guy or last couple of guys, because once you start a melee takedown, even if there are friendly NPCs nearby, hostile NPCs, they're most likely gonna start shooting at you. Even the friendly NPCs. The friendlies are gonna try to focus on the hostile, but if you're in the line of fire, you're gonna get taken down. There are many ways to clear a bunker, and this was the safe way. Just keep in mind, stay in cover, reload, try to keep yourself at full health. Simple rules for average gear and loadout, just for clearing the bunker, and that sunrise is actually pretty nice. Just do it safe, be careful, try to be at full health and keep your weapons loaded. Anyways, thanks for watching.